What's happening, y'all? I am the Barkley Nostalgik, and this is SlackBlast RapCast. This is actually the second show in one day, which is pretty awesome. It's the first time that I do it. So this is going to be episode 20 overall of SlackBlast RapCast, which is a milestone, and I'm proud of that. And we have some special guests on, actually. So we got the homies Brad Rock representing North Cackalack, Triborough of Brooklyn, and a special guest. We have the homie A1 of Phoniks, one of the founders of Don't Sleep Records, and he's just a special dude, and I'm happy to have him on. So we're basically going to be chopping it up and breaking down our mix and match. This is mix and match part 7 of SlackBlast RapCast, and I'm excited to do it with these gentlemen. So it should be a beautiful thing. Hip-hop culture at its finest, and let's do it. So I am waiting for the gentleman to be on. I see A1 on, so much love to A1, A1 of Phoniks, and Triborough. There goes Brad. All right, so we got the second guy. Yeah, man. You know, we got special people on this show, so it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, so I had Cesar Comanche on of the Justice League, Ninth Wonder in Crisis, and then and Polsky as well, his partner. All right, his name is Pol actually. So yeah, man, A1 is a good dude, man. He's a good human being, and you know, we've been connecting on a positive level, of course, and yeah, man. So we're going to do this mix and match, and I'm going to raise the volume all the way to the top, so that way can everybody hear me clearly? I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Ends, CFO, much love to you, my brother. Thank you for being on. And it's only right that I rep this Nas shirt. Shout out to J Period, one of the best mixtape DJs on planet Earth. So, and Danlish, I had on the show actually. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. So Nas is actually my GOAT MC, and he still is, no matter what. I mean, so Danlish is the artist of this shirt, and then J Period, he's an ill mixtape DJ from, New York, and he's done stuff with a lot of people. So it's special. He's in my top 5 of all time, actually, Nasty Nas. So, what we'll do is I will invite A1, Brad Rock can send a request, Triborough as well, and then A1 as well. He can. All right, beautiful. To this mix and match, volume 7 of SlackBlast RapCast. All right, humble artist as well. Yeah, definitely, man. I love it.
What's up, man?
What's up, my brother? How are you, man?
I'm all right, man. Just hanging out.
Okay, so we got a special guest with us, man. He's a good brother, man, and a good human being. And there is the man with the plan right there.
Yo, what's going on?
It's beautiful. All right, so peace, man. So I want to introduce A1, repping the Bronx and Virginia as well. He's a phenomenal MC. Don't Sleep Records, one of the founders. This is my homie Brad, a.k.a. Brad Rock of North Cackalack. He's a hip-hop head as well.
What's up, Brad? How you, man?
I'm all right, man. How you doing?
I'm great, man. Actually, it's Brooklyn, but I'm more Virginia myself, man. I left the city when I was young, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I just talked to my grandma, though, because of all of the water that's up in the Northeast right now, so I just had to check on them. You know,
right.
So prayers up for the Northeast, New York, the Tri-Borough area, you know what I mean? Philly, Jersey, all those places, man. The tri-state, excuse me. It's just crazy right now, man, with all of the water that came down, yo. That's wild. And we didn't even get nothing down here in VA. Like, it's just weird. It's weird.
Definitely weird, my brother. It's just, I don't know. Everything is just backwards nowadays. So I pray for your family, and I hope that she's safe. And I have faith that she will be safe. So God bless her.
Man, she good, man. My grandmother was out and about today. Like, I was bugging out. I was like, you ain't home? She was like, nah, I'm at the soup kitchen at church. Like,
Oh,
yeah, we putting the meals together. So that was real dope. You know what I mean? And just on the rail is just another testament to nothing stops the show. You got to keep grinding. You know what I mean?
absolutely. And that's good to hear, man, because family is obviously an essential foundation to all of us, and that's important too.
Oh,
So,
facts, most definitely.
absolutely. So, I want to make an announcement, but I want to wait till the homie Breal gets on, repping Brooklyn, and again, A1 represents as well from that area, and it's the foundation. So, Try's going to get on with us right now. Speaking of which, and I want to complete that. I just want to complete us four, man. It just, it's special. So,
All right.
yeah, man. So, again, we have four great hip hop minds in the building, and this is SlackBlast RapCast. Once again, special guest, A1 of A1 and Phoniks. Phenomenal MC that I admire. He's a great human being as well, a great family man. Brad Rock, sipping on the whatever you're sipping on.
Hey, it's just Mountain Dew. I shouldn't be sipping on this. I'm going to be up all night.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to. Yeah, you're gonna be able to like 7 a.m. playing video games, like when we were teenagers. So, yeah, we're waiting on Breal, which he sent us a request, and we're honoring it. So we're waiting for him to get on with us. So once again, this is Mix and Match. I started this series about 4 weeks ago. Brad, he's been a regular with us, and I know that A1's going to bring the heat as far as his choices and selections because he's a music individual in general. So I'm going to be interested to see what his list is. Brad, I know you're going to bring the heat with your crazy off the wall choices. Yeah, I already told.
I didn't go too crazy tonight. I really didn't. I mean, I kind of tried to keep it, on a level playing field tonight, man. I didn't want to go too crazy.
That's cool. That's cool, man. I respect that. So either way, whatever choices, like I said, I told A, there's no right and wrong for Mix and Match. Everything is just a beautiful thought process in what we're thinking about, right? The collaborations and us admiring these artists and picturing them together. So that's all it is, So we're having fun with it, man. That's what life is. We're having fun. And I'm glad you guys are on. It's a blessing to have you two gentlemen on. So thank you for being on this, once again.
No question. Now, question, how long does this list need to be? Like, what we have here, just any limitations? Yeah, just give me the gist of what's going on.
Okay, my brother. Good question. So basically, it's a list of 15. We usually do 15 because it takes an hour for us to break down everybody, like an hour and 15 minutes, more or less. And obviously, if the convo is good and we're feeling good, which it's always a feel-good situation on the show, it goes farther than that. But respectfully, we have a list of 15 of our picks. So again, once again, the first pick will be, MF Doom with Nas, produced by Premier.
Right.
So that's all it is basically. So you get to break down A1. You get to break down whoever you want, the producers. You could even come up with a name for the choices that you have, or you don't have to. You can go straight to the groups and why you love them and admire them. So it's a free for all basically. Everything's free here, and we express ourselves in that respectful sense of the artist, So
yeah, no doubt. I got you. No problem. Yeah. No problem.
But that's a good question though. Thank you for that question. That's definitely a valid question, and I'm glad that you asked that. So
yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Want to get it right. Want to get it right. You know what I'm saying?
No, try. Come on now, bro. You're gonna get it right, bro. Again, here he is. He is the fourth man, and we got the fourth. Fantastic fourth.
What's good?
Peace.
Okay.
Peace.
What's good, Brad?
What's up? How you doing?
What's up? Chilling.
All right. So A1, this is Breal representing Brooklyn. This is the homie, and
Peace,
again,
peace.
this is A1.
What's good, A1?
Peace. How you, man?
Salute. Chilling, man. What's good with you?
Good, man. Can't complain.
Yeah. So right now we have actually three special human beings. I'm okay, but we have three good human beings and like-minded hip hop people that are very knowledgeable about this culture, whether it's underground, mainstream, and this is important to have you guys on right now. So I appreciate all of you guys, and I want to give you your flowers. A1, I want to give you your flowers. Try and Brad. I have love for you guys and respect. So thank you for repping the culture correctly. And yeah, absolutely. And before we get this mix and match segment 7 started, volume 7, I want to make a special announcement because you guys appreciate that boom bap underground, like the realness. The gentleman A1 next to me, him and I are collaborating on a track together.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Already got some bars to that joint, so I'm pretty stoked on it. Fire beat too, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, so
definitely fire beat.
yeah, man. So it's official. Nostalgik and A1, Jazzy Boom Bap collabo. The producer is my homie. He lives literally 5 minutes away from me, walking distance. His name is Illpee. He's a talented individual, and he goes by the code of boom bap and jazzy, just jazzy production. So it's an honor to have A1 that he was down to agree to be on the track. And that means a lot to me because he's a humble cat, and he's been doing his thing, obviously, with Phoniks and the foundation, Anti-Lily. So I want to spread love to A1, and let's welcome him here again on SlackBlast RapCast. So let's welcome him to Mix and Match. So I want to give him a round of applause, man. So
thank you. Appreciate y'all, fellas, man.
You got it.
Appreciate
you got
y'all.
it.
Word up.
Absolutely. So yeah, looking forward to the track, and that's gonna happen. So gentlemen, are you guys ready for the mix and match? Are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do respectfully, I am the host, and I see like a Hollywood Squares, a organized square going on right here. So I see myself on the top left hand. I see A1 on the bottom to the left. So we're gonna be us two. And then I'm going to pass it to Try and then Brad, okay? So we're going to do just a square kind of rotation going on, okay?
Got you.
Okay.
All right, fellas. So I'm hyped for the mix and match. This is volume 7 of Mix and Match, and let's get to it. So I'm going to start with I'm going to be the first one to kick it off and set it off. So I'm going to go, here's my first choice. I'm going to go Morris Day and the Time. Prince, obviously, Prince and Morris Day. All of us love Prince. I know we do. He's a legend.
Yeah.
So I'm going Morris Day and the Time because they're important to the culture as well, and they were down with Prince since day one, right? Purple Rain, and just that feel-good. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they're producers of the time. Janet Jackson, the list goes on and on. Babyface, we already know what it is. I'm going Morris Day and the Time featuring Shock G of Digital Underground. So this is all a group together. So Morris Day and the Time, Shock G, and Double K of People Under the Stairs. As you guys know, he's one of my favorite MCs. I consider him the Phife Dogg of the West Coast. Thes One and Double K of People Under the Stairs. Rest in peace, Double K. So, AKA Kid Drunkadelic, because Parliament, George Clinton named him that, Double K, before he passed. He was an official member of the funky Parliament, the Funkadelic, which a lot of people don't know that. So, had to throw that in. And production by Shock G and Dr. Dre, by the way. So, that's my first choice. Morris Day and the Time. I mean, Morris Day, he's a character. He's funny, he's witty. He's a partier, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was always a pimp with Prince back in the day. So that group and that production, phenomenal. And I'm going Shock G, Double K, and production by Dr. Dre and Shock G. That's my first choice, by the way. So I don't have a group name for them because it was too hard to just name those guys. They're just legends within themselves, so I just figured just lay them out, So what do you guys think about that one?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Try?
Definitely interesting.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Try. What's your feedback? I see that smirk on your face.
We know that's smart.
Yeah, we know that smirk.
Cool. It's a good one. I'm trying to picture Dr. Dre. Like to me, I think if you have Dre produce it, it would have to be like the Chronic around the Chronic era.
Oh, of course, and that's the reason why I included Dre in the production, because of the G-Funk, the whole G-Funk era, and just the versatility of Dr. Dre's production. He can go G-Funk and obviously Gangster or The Firm, but I feel like for me the choice was Dr. Dre, more the G-Funk. You know what I mean? So, see, he's so versatile like that. So that's my first choice. And so without further ado, A1's debut of Mix and Match, the Mix and Match family. Welcome to the SlackBlast family. And I'm going to leave it to you, my brother, your first choice of Mix and Match. Can you guys hear me?
My bad. I was on mute. My bad.
Oh, it's all good. No, you're good, my brother. You're good.
Around the house, just still dealing with the kids. But my first choice would have been Andre 3000 working with Gnarls Barkley. Real big fan of Andre 3000. Always felt that him and CeeLo should have done an album together. But I think that personally, I would prefer Danger Mouse to do the production. You know, that's why I said Andre 3000 and Gnarls Barkley, not Andre 3000 and CeeLo, because, you know, while I love Andre 3000's production and organized noise, I just think that Gnarls Barkley could have took that, well, Danger Mouse could have took that Love Below to the next level, and along with 3 Stack songwriting and everything, it could have been incredible. You know what I mean?
Wow. A1 came swinging for the freaking gate. He came swinging because that first choice is phenomenal. And I like that he said that. I like that he said that Andre 3K could have worked with Danger Mouse, them two alone, aside from the other guys. So that's, bro, A1 gets it. He's already a part of Mix and Match without even knowing it. He knows, bro. See, he knows what time it is. And I love that the first choice is great. So, fellas, what do you think about that first choice? I think it's phenomenal.
Appreciate it. I like it. Definitely.
It's great.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Appreciate it.
Woo! I love it. All right, Try, my brother repping Brooklyn. Try Burl, you are next to bat, my brother. You are next to bat.
I got number 1. It's a concept album. I recently saw the Snake Eyes movie, the G.I. Joe spinoff.
Yeah.
I think if you remember Jin, MC Jin?
Of course.
He was down with
the Asian cat.
Yeah, if you put Jin would play Snake Eyes, and you pair him up with Killer Army, and Killer Army could play, like different G.I. Joe characters. I think it would be like a great concept album where you could tell a story where telling how Jin as Snake Eyes joined the Joes or whatever, and I would have like the Fourth Disciple and True Master produce the whole album.
Wow!
So it would be Jin as Snake Eyes in character with the Killer Army, and they would play like different Joes, Flint or Duke or whatever, and it would tell like a whole story, be like a concept album.
You just blew my mind with that, because again, we're all cut from the same cloth. Us four, I know that we're from the golden era of action figures, cartoons. They were the best. So for you to say that was a dope outside the box idea, I love it, man. It's dope. Yeah, because Jin had his run on 106 at Park, obviously, with Freestyle Fridays, and then he got a gig with Fast and Furious. I think he came out with something actually recently with somebody, trying to figure out who. But yeah, he was a dope freestyle MC as far as that category. Yeah. And that's, wow, you went Killer Army. So Wu-Tang affiliated is never a bad bet. So that's a great choice, Try. Way to be creative, gentlemen. So far, A1 and Try set it off. And the homie from North Cackalack, Brad Rock, let's go, my brother. What do you got next?
All right. I'm going old school on my first pick.
All right.
I'm going Houdini.
Ooh.
And Jay-Z.
Ooh. Ooh. You saw the reactions? All of us.
Old school production. I'm going to go Larry Smith on the production.
Ooh. Ooh. Say that again. Let it marinate for everybody to sign.
Houdini and Jay-Z.
I like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
I
we know
it's kind of off the wall, but think about it. I think
It's not.
work.
it's not.
It's
No,
not. It's not. It can work, and I'm gonna give you the reasons why.
break it down.
Larry Smith, his production made the transition to like with hip hop and R&B blends. So his production was hard enough for the the head nod. Because I mean, Houdini was huge around the boom bap TR-808 era. You know what I'm saying? So you got the smoothness, but then you got the hard feel as well. Like Friends is hard. You know what I'm saying? But then Jay is perfect. It's the same. His production always been the same way. It's like that 50-50 of hard and smooth so that it fits, all people. You know what I mean? Like, it's just palatable. So it would definitely work. They was the original Fly Guys. Shouts out to Houdini. Rest in peace to Ecstasy. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
rest in peace to Ecstasy. Absolutely. Thank you, A, for breaking that down. Hip Hop Heaven, they're all up there making a beautiful collabo. So that's Brad. As you noticed, A, myself, and Try, our reactions at the same time, that says a lot, obviously. That's validation. So great choice on that, my brother.
Thank you.
Damn. This is what we do on Mix and Match. Creative minds align, and this is what we're doing. So this is meant to be tonight, and I'm grateful for you gentlemen to be on with us once again. All right, cool, man. So as we're moving along, I'm going my choice. Reggie Noble, he's in my top 10 all-time MCs. Redman, I just love Reggie Noble. He's a charismatic, vocal, dope lyricist. Def Squad, Hit Squad, you name it. A part of Wu-Tang, he's affiliated as far as Brotherhood. So I'm going Reggie Noble, Redman, Brick City, with Old Dirty Bastard, rest in peace, with Old Dirty Bastard, because that guy was, the craziness combined, them two is like, that's a bunch of cans of Red Bull in one freaking room. That's like, and Pop Rocks too. So I'm going Redman, Old Dirty Bastard, and Rick James.
Okay.
And he's letting everybody sit on his couch, by the way. He's all three of them are sitting on his couch comfortably. And Prince might do a pickup game of basketball after their session. So Redman, Old Dirty Bastard of the Wu-Tang, and Rick James, a trio, them three. So Redman and Old Dirty are doing their theatrics, rhyming and busting flows, because their lyricism obviously is uncanny and dope. And then obviously Rick James serenading and just making it more hype and crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, and Old Dirty Bastard, by the way, his second album, I won't say the word, but, please, blank please, to be respectful to Instagram. He did a homage to Rick James, produced by the Neptunes. Sexist, sexy. He did his version. So I can see that working. And then production by the Green Eyed Bandit, Eric Sermon, the Neptunes, and the RZA. Them three. So what do you guys think about that collab?
I like that, man. Like the energy between all those artists. They kind of the same person when you think about it in a way. They very, very similar mindset. So that'll be interesting. And Eric Sherman would definitely bring the funk. And Rick James is like the funk, one of the funk legends. So it makes sense.
Yes. Try and Brad.
I think I could see, like when ODB first album came out, he was singing. He had songs where he was singing off key.
Right.
I could see him like doing that playfully with like Rick James, and that could work. And definitely with Eric Summers' production and the RZA, I think it could work. And I love Redman. So.
Great. I love it, man. Thank you for that. Brad, your last one before we go to the next one.
I'm just visioning them all on stage right now together. That's just amazing to think about, really.
Right? It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's my second.
I could definitely see that one.
Yeah. All right, cool. I appreciate that, gentlemen. Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing, man. All four of us are obviously on the same page because we grew up in the same era. So we obviously, there's a, there's a love for for those guys as we're all talking about our choices. So it's a beautiful thing, man. Okay, A1, my man A, you're next up to bat, my brother. You got choice number 2.
Yeah, I already had it lined up. I'm going with Wu-Tang Clan, produced by Q-Tip. So, and Ali Shaheed
Ooh.
Muhammad. We already heard it. If you heard that blend tape, and I forget who made the tape, but it was
Yeah.
like it was like into the 36 of Midnight Marauders kind of blended together. And
Yes.
I never forget hearing how crazy that sounded. And I said, why didn't this happen? But it also gave you an insight into how lyrical the Wu members are and how that would have felt on just jazzier beats. It could have
Oh,
worked either way for those guys. And I think that that's something that we don't take into account. Just the change of genre in the choice of sample gives a record a different texture. So in essence, if you really thought about it, even though RZA came with the soul samples, them on those jazzy, dark beats from like Low End Theory and the blend and some of the joints on Midnight Marauders could have just
yes.
been incredible. And I think that that's something that it's just like, why didn't that happen? You know what I mean? Like, why didn't they ever work together? Because it wasn't that different. You know what I mean? When you
Right.
blend it together, the BPMs was the same because the songs matched up perfectly when I heard that blend. So it's just weird. Some of these things should have happened, but they didn't.
Wow. I think you just blew out two of our three of our minds away with that choice because you took it to Legends and you flipped it on Q-Tip. That's amazing, my brother. Wow.
Yo,
That's
Q-Tip doesn't get enough credit for his production, but his production is incredible. I mean, and it's versatile. You know what I'm saying? He brought us that beautiful loop from One Love with Nas. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Phew.
loop, incredible. But he also
Yes.
turned around, right back around, same Queensbridge a few years later, a couple years later, and did Drink Away the Pain from Mobb Deep. Incredible, incredible loop and a rhyme on that. His verse was wild. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Q-Tip, man. I wish they would have done that. At least work with Ghost and Raekwon. Like that would have been crazy. At least. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And I'm sure my brothers to the right can agree. Q-Tip, obviously, his versatility is uncanny, and he's not only is his smooth MC with his nasal tone voice, signature voice, but his production again. Craig Mack, the remix,
Mm-hmm.
Get Down remix by Craig Mack. I played that song out probably 22 times in a year because it's so butter. You know, he's done a lot of remixes, of course. He's so versatile, man. So yeah, A1, that's a phenomenal choice. Wu-Tang and Q-Tip, it could have happened. Because Q-Tip, again, he meshes well with everybody and their mama, literally everybody. He can just, that's how versatile he is. So great choice, my brother. And I love the avenues that we're choosing because it's all the jazzy boom bap and it's a versatile choice. So there you go, man. Choice number two, A1 Smack the Triple. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to you, Try. You're next, brother.
All right, number two, I got John Forte. I like John Forte's first album, Pharcyde.
Yes.
I feel like it was underrated though, and the production is the main reason. So I think if you pair John Forte up with Salam Remy and
Ooh.
you give like the type of beats that Salam gave the Fugees on the score, I think if you have those two pair up, that would have been his real classic album. And then you have features from Talib Kweli and Lauren and Wyclef. And Talib, I remember seeing the interview that John gave with Talib, and he said that Talib was really the only one that came to see him in jail. Like Wyclef didn't even see him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even have Wyclef oversee the album. I would have Salam Remy oversee the album, and I think it would be fire.
And I like the in-depth details that you broke down with that with Salam Remy. Salam Remy is a phenomenal producer. Nas, of course, on his later albums. Amy Winehouse, right? They developed a friendship before, unfortunately, before she passed.
Mm-hmm.
Salam Remy, the Fugees remix. Mona Lisa, can I get a date on Friday? And if you're busy, dude, Salam Remy is definitely another versatile, soulful producer that is very versatile as well. So A1 went Q-Tip, and you went Salam Remy. I'm talking like Grand Slam breakfast right there. That's for Brad's laughing because I got my crazy metaphor, like my analogies, but you can't go wrong with those back to back. So beautiful. Beautiful choice, Try. That's beautiful. Brad, you're next, my brother. You're next.
All right. I'm going Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
Ooh.
With J. Rue the Damaging.
Wow.
And I guess we can have Pete Rock produce that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Bro. Look at A1. He's shaking his head in a good way. He's shaking his head like, what did you just say right now? He's like, it's trying to register in his brain. Woo! Say that one more time because we need to process it.
Pete Rock and CL Smooth and J. Rue the Damaging. And we just have, Pete Rock produce it, right? I mean,
oh my goodness.
You got to.
Yeah. Oh my God. You Can't Stop the Prophet Part 3 and CL's doing the verse and Pete Rock's just chilling with Primo. Like, Primo's like, I'm not going to do this. Pete Rock, you got this, bro. I'm going to eat a sandwich. Pete Rock's kicking it and he's doing it. That's a great choice. Mix and Matt, man. Wow. J-Rue, Wrath of the Math, fellas, I know that you guys love J-Rue as much as I do because we're boom bap heads from the essence and the birth. But J-Rue, the Sunrises in the East and Wrath of the Math were always kind of tough for me, but Wrath of the Math for me was my favorite album from J-Rue, for me personally. I don't know about you guys. How about you guys? Do you like Sunrises in the East or Wrath of the Math? Which one do you guys like?
I love both of them because when Sunrises, I was like a freshman in high school when I came out.
Yeah.
And I think Primo, that's one of the best Primo produced albums to me ever, from his like catalog as a producer. And I love the second album. I think they both are my classics. And I would like for him to do another album with J. Rue, but
yep.
I don't think you could go. I mean, you could pick any, and there's no wrong answer. I think both of them are classics.
Well said.
I kind of agree, man. Like, I mean, it's like which day of the week? What do which one do you want? I mean,
yeah, right. Sometimes it's bacon split up or just bacon a slab of it. So and I'm speaking for myself. I'm sorry. I just like bacon. And A, what about you? Wrath of the Math or Sunrises in the East, or there's no right or wrong?
It's no right or wrong, but I like Sunrises in the East.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the intro for me, and I actually funny story, man. My first time ever performing, it was the second time, but this was like the first time in a real situation with adults that was there and performing and everything, not just my school talent show. I did a song off "Come Clean." You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
Like I was probably,
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm probably like 13 years old or something like that, and
wow.
It was just I had to. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the dopest beat. The water drops, like the sound. So it's just special to me because I never forget that moment, and I did great. I did well. You know what I mean? I didn't win the talent show or the showcase because, I mean, I was just starting out. I was young. But, when adults see little kids rap and they at least decent, you get a lot of props. So I can't front. That's why I'm going to always go with that album. You know what I mean?
And now that you guys are talking about it, there's no wrong or right for those two albums. And I think "Come Clean," I think we all can agree, is one of the greatest Primo beats of all time as we speak now, from the beginning till now.
Absolutely agree. It was so unique, so interesting. And nobody had never heard nothing like that. And that's one of the things that DJ Premier is able to do. DJ Premier is a national treasure. He could isolate a sound on a record, an instrument, and make it sound so unique and so different that you're like, what is going on? And the Primo sound is timeless. Whether you listen to something that he made in 89, 90, with early Gangstar like Manifest, or you listen to something that's more fresh, like them with Griselda or something, it's his sound, and
Yes.
it's been replicated and duplicated,
Mm.
but never like, oh, somebody, is doing Premiere better than Premiere. Nobody can do Premiere better than Premiere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there's
Yep.
some producers where, they take somebody's sound and they elevate it and build off of it, and it's like they're better. They're actually better. But no one has been able to take what Premiere does just from his knowledge of the game and his knowledge of what he's sampling and his approach. No one has been able
Yeah.
to one up him if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Nobody. I don't think. Somebody said Dilla, two apples and oranges. You see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Right.
Apples
Right.
and
Right.
oranges.
Yep.
When we think of Premiere, we think about pure boom bap because it's about that snare. It's the isolated. It's the drum. You know what I mean? The drum is first. With Dilla, we think about the drums, but with Dilla drums, it's more about the swing. Always remember, like, the Dilla drums sway, and Premiere drums is the boom clack. The Dilla drums have a swing to it, two step. You know what I mean? Premiere
Yeah.
is like two different things, but
Yep.
respect on that.
Yes. Well said, A. Well said, and both beautiful craftsmanship and producers in their own respectful right, both legends. So there's never wrong or right with those guys, and that's a beautiful thing. So well said, by the way. Wow. You said J. Rue,
Appreciate it.
Brad. Okay.
Yo,
All right. No.
I'm here.
I'm still. Yeah. We're still blown away by that. So, all right. I'm going number 3 on my third choice as we proceed and move forward. I'm going Phife Dawg, rest in peace, because Phife Dawg is just what I'm a huge sports fan. The sports metaphors, Phife Dawg was just a beast on the mic, and he could take on anybody. Like, he was just the 5-foot assassin. So I'm going Phife Dawg, MF Doom. He's in my top 5 MCs of all time. MF Doom, Zevlov X, rest in peace. Produced by Pete Rock, actually. So Phife Dawg, remove him from Tribe, because Phife is like, all right, I'm going to take a break from you guys. I love you, but let me take a flight to London, meet up with MF Doom, and we're going to do this. And then Pete Rock's like, look, I'm just going to produce every track for both of y'all. So I don't have a name for them. I didn't come up with one, so I'm just going Pete Rock. I mean, excuse me. Wow, Pete Rock. God bless him. Phife Dawg and MF Doom, produced by Pete Rock. There you go, production-wise. So that can work, right? I think that can work.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. That definitely could work. I ain't mad at that at all.
Definitely. All right, cool. That's choice number 3 for me. Go ahead, Brad.
I like both of them. So
yeah,
and
it,
that'd be cool to hear them together. So
exactly. Right, and they both have witty metaphors. MF Doom's kind of like, funny and witty, and then Phife Dawg always had those witty metaphors aside from the sports things because he loves sports. Oh, God rest his soul, he loved a lot of sports. So, all right, brother A, I'm going right back to you, my brother.
All right, my next joint is kind of oddball. My next choice is weird, but I'm just gonna put it out there because I think it'll
weird
be
is good. Yeah.
So I'm going with Gucci Man, produced by Madlib. So no outside production, just produced by Madlib. And the reason I say that is because we already understand this man's work ethic, but we haven't heard Gucci outside of like the places where he's comfortable. And I said Madlib because I saw what he did with Freddie, and I was a fan of Freddie Gibbs, but hearing him on Madlib beats, we know what that did. We know how that changed our perception, our view, and he's arguably one of the illest rappers right now walking around, because of those Madlib records. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be different. To give him a shot to see can he impress and woo hip hop heads if he had different production, And I like picking people with unique voices. You know what I mean? I think Gucci Man's lisp and everything, the way he talks and his drawl is very unique. When you hear him, he doesn't have the type of voice that you're like, who is that? Everybody knows who it is when they hear him. They can't mistake him for someone else. So I would love to see him on some real oddball, obscure production by Madlib and see what people think. and I guarantee that would be a incredible sauce, to say the least.
And you personified mix and match right now. You went outside the box, and this is what mix and match is. You take it to the limit, and you throw people off, and you choose something that, you know, went outside of your realm. So that's beautiful. Gucci Mane, he has a distinctive voice, and he's in that category of distinctive voices. Whether you love him or hate him, he has a distinctive voice. So Madlib, I think, would bring the best. He would bring out the best of him, I think.
Well, I think that gangster rappers make the mistake of not rapping on samples that showcase pain. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
soul samples have a lot of pain in them. So
Yes, they do.
for example, you know, one of the best rappers from the 3-6 Mafia clique is Project Pat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yep.
his brother Juicy J tend to pick, or Project Pat gravitated towards the beats that have more of a soulful and melodic sample. Example, you know, him on that Willie Hutch, you know what I mean? I Choose You, you know what I'm saying? Like, he went crazy on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, pardon my French, but you know, I think that gangster rappers make that mistake because that was the initial way that I heard gangster rap, is on soul samples, you know, real hard, painful soul samples, you know what I mean? And
Yep.
that's what's missing in the music, and that's where we get the more or less sometimes the monotony or the lack of interest, because the beats are not as interesting because they don't carry the pain of the verses that these guys are kicking. You know, it's almost like a mix and match for the music. You hear, yeah, you got these kids rapping about "I'm gonna kill you" and do all these things, but then they're rapping on like these production that sample like pop records, like, you know,
Yeah.
rest in peace, RP the Juice WRLD, when he sampled the you know, that record that, like,
Yep.
that's weird as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
It's like hyper masculine and hyper feminine at the same time. And I just think that if they research their forefathers, they will be able to, you know, really give us style, because it's not like gangster rap has to be bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ghetto Boys ain't bad. Scarface ain't bad. You know what I mean?
No.
MC8, Spice One, none of that shit was bad. But guess what it all had in common? Soul samples. You know,
Yep.
heavy sampling. You know what I mean? Isley Brothers, Isaac Hayes, etc. So, you
Yep.
know, that's my spiel on that. I let y'all
Wow.
move on, man.
No, that's well spoken. I love your breakdowns, and it's in depth and detail. So that's good that you're adding that to mix and match, because that's a great thing.
Hey,
Great insight.
Ghetto Boys sampled Steve Miller Band.
Everybody sample Steve Miller, man.
But
Yeah, everybody and their mama and their cousins.
you know the story. You know the story on that, though, right?
Go for
What's
it.
that?
Sample was Leonard Skinner.
What's that?
The original sample was Leonard Skinner, and it didn't get cleared, so they had to pull it and use the Steve Miller sample.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yep. And by the way, I have both versions on CDs, so I have both.
Woo! I love it. That's great. Damn. Verbal gem.
Wow.
Throwing a little gem out there.
That's cool. A verbal gem. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. Well, we just learned something new. Try, you're next up to bat, my brother.
All right, I got another concept album, Westside Gunn and Conway as Hall and Nash. There's Action Bronson and Mayhem Lauren.
Oh, sorry. All right.
And I wasn't ready for that.
Me neither. Yeah, because we're wrestling. We're wrestling fans, so that's why we're laughing about the whole, like, you know, yeah, we're laughing about that concept. But go ahead. You said Hall and Nash, legends, of course.
Westside Gunn and Conway is Hall and Nash against Action Bronson and Mayhem Lauren, and they're gonna be the Rockers. Action Bronson had a song called The Rockers on an EP he did, but I think Wiz Khalifa was on that one. But I'm taking out Wiz Khalifa and I'm putting his homeboy Mayhem Lauren, and the production gonna be handled by Harry Fraud, The Alchemist, and Downinger.
Okay. All right. So that grimy boom bap, and you know, obviously they're popular for that. So that's and then I love that you included the wrestling references with that. That's super cool. Very creative, man. Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
I like that a lot, man. Fans of all those artists, so that's real dope.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And DJ Muggs, I know, produced for Mayhem Lauren a couple of albums, I believe, and it's you know that Grammy boom bap, man. It's they're lyrical guys, and it's grimy but still lyrical. There's a balance between the two, so that's
Right.
it's a nice choice. All right, Brad, you're next up to bat, my brother.
All right. I kind of got a weird one here myself, so bear with me.
Go for it, man.
All right. I'm going Little Kim
Okay,
and Lady Gaga.
okay.
Produced by,
I ain't
produced
mad
by
at
Prince,
that.
I'm mad at the
produced by
we.
Prince Ball.
Whoo!
I think he could bring something out there to get them on the same page.
Okay, that's unique. That's like A said. I agree with him. I ain't mad at that either. Try. What do you think about that? What do you think about that choice by Brad?
I think that's very weird.
That's the right. That's the whole point. It's weird. That's the beauty of
I
it.
think, yeah, I had when Brad said Lady Gaga, I had Nicki Minaj in mind because I remember when Nicki first came out, she was trying to go for the same audience as Lady Gaga. You know, back in like 09, 2010.
Yeah, weird style. Yeah.
Right. Prince Paul, I don't know how Kim would sound over Prince Paul beat though.
But here's the thing.
But I mean, it's definitely different though. It's a different matchup.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Prince Paul can challenge them, right? Prince Paul can say, "All right, you know, get out of your raunchy, you know, craziness," right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it doesn't have to be that, you know, a custom style.
Right.
He can take them, you know, in another lane.
Yeah, because Little Kim, as we know, is capable of being lyrical, right? She when she gets hard to that level, she can be lyrical, and minus the raunchiness, of course, which is her trademark. She can go hard lyrically, I feel, and Prince Paul can kind of smooth her down and kind of like adjust her to that, you know, to that abstract kind of flavor. So, wow, interesting, to say the least. Interesting. Let me tell you, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, for everybody that's chiming in with us, God bless everybody. We appreciate everybody being on SlackBlast RapCast. We got great human beings on, so thank you again. So far, dope selections from all of us. It's great. Outside the box, and this is how we're doing it. So, damn it, Brad. Okay, Little Kim with Prince Paul. Okay, that's great. Great choice. All right, as we proceed. This is going to be a humble one. This is a humble one, but this is the first time I'm doing this. And A, it's only appropriate because you're on. So I'm going A1, myself, because, you know, we're abstract MCs, we're versatile, and the golden era. So I'm going A1, myself, Nostalgik. I'm going Kid Abstrakt, the homie. Produced by Phoniks, Madlib, and J Dilla. So it's a joint album with A1, myself, and Kid Abstrakt because we're all in the same lane. We appreciate that jazzy boom bap. And Madlib alone. And then, God rest his soul, J Dilla, one of the best, and Phoniks respectively, because Phoniks is a phenomenal producer. Oh, hey! That's beautiful. Hey, there you go. Mix and match. Got A1's beautiful daughter on. Blessings. That's dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's dope.
Giving me a run for my money all day though.
Okay, hey, that's beautiful. I already know it's challenging, but I props to you for being a responsible and phenomenal father. So that's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, my brother. So A1, myself, Nostalgik, and this is being humble. This is just because we're in the moment and it's special. So A1, myself, Kid Abstrakt. You guys know Kid Abstrakt. He's the homie from the West Coast. Produced by Phoniks, Madlib, and Dilla. That alone, man.
Be dope, man. Be dope.
Woo! That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
We'll come out with a 7-inch vinyl We'll do like a Fisher Price edition of vinyl, like a mini one, and we'll make it 100 copies. And whoever cops, and whoever doesn't, will, I don't know, eBay.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Definitely. Gentlemen, I'm going to get my charger real quick because I'm at 10%. Brad, I'm on your level. I'm low. I had to get the right food, and that was the so I'm going to get my charger. A1, get your next choice in while I'm getting my charger, okay? So A1, do your next choice and continue it. So I'm going to get my charger real quick. 20 seconds, all right? Be right back.
Bet. So, yo, my next charge to piggyback off of Nostalgik with Dilla, my next choice was going to be Sade and Erykah Badu, produced by Dilla. I would love to hear them work on something together. Yeah, both of their catalogs are crazy. I know Sade is more on the jazzy side, and Erykah is more on the soulful side. But Erykah has been proven to do the jazz as well.
Right.
You know, she's worked with several jazz musicians, so I think that would be incredible, man. I would love to hear that. Love to hear that.
Okay.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. A1, did you do your choice, or did you guys...
Yeah, so I was just telling fellas my choice was piggybacking off of you. I had Sade and Erykah Badu, produced by Dilla. I would love to hear that.
Ooh! Damn!
Yeah.
Oh, my God!
Yeah. And for real, I would love to hear a duet with Sade and Erykah. They both alive. They could do that. Obviously, it can't be with Dilla, but they still can happen. I think that would be two legends colliding from different decades, but making some dope music. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, Sade is a ageless wonder. She's a beautiful woman, and her band is Sade, but she's beautiful. It's crazy. Like, I think that she's almost in her 60s, and she still looks phenomenal. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, she is in her 60s, and you know, she has one of those catalogs that's not that vast, but it's just packed with so much music that you can't deny it. And it's crazy because her band chose her first name. Like, that's wild. Like, you know, they're like, yo, fuck it, we just gonna call the whole band Sade. Like, that's how dope you are. Like, fuck it, we just call it a band Sade.
That's the impact that she had in that whole band as a whole. So, like A said, I mean, that's the impact that she had. So that's how dope she is. And she's a beautiful woman, right? And the music is just timeless in itself. So it's a soundtrack to life. I feel like her music alone is just a soundtrack to life. And it can relate to any situation in life. So great choice.
Sade doesn't get enough credit either. That's
she doesn't.
One that doesn't get enough love.
Bro, she's in the category of criminally underrated, and everybody and their mama know her, but she's underrated in the sense that she's not celebrated as much, I feel.
Nope.
Because, yeah. So great choice,
I think part of it is just her being elusive, you know, not granting many interviews, not putting out a lot of music, and not touring a lot.
You're right.
Like so many people in her situation would be, you know, like touring like crazy, but I think she was one of the first people to say, I can go out once every 10 years on a tour, charge a lot of money for it. You know what I mean? Basically, you get it when I feel like it, as any other time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And she has those rights. She has that power to do that. So, wow. Well spoken, A. I love the breakdown on that, and that's a great choice. I mean, damn. A1's debut with us, fellas, because we're veterans already at Mix and Match. A's bringing it, man. He's bringing his A game, and as his name is A1, so he's bringing the A game. I love it. All right, Try, my brother. You are next, my man. You're next.
Right. I got the late great Sean Price.
Ooh.
And Busta Rhymes. And the album is going to be called The Ape and the Dragon. And it's going to be produced by Dilla, Derringer, Knots, Black Milk, Ninth Wonder, and Swiss Beats, and it would come out around like 2006.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You just hit it. You hit us with Halloween, Thanksgiving, our birthdays, and Hanukkah. You literally hit like 4 holidays in one freaking wow.
Yo, that's a hellified project, man. That's a hellified hypothetical. Salute on that one.
Yo,
Wow.
wow to the 10th power. Repeat that so we can marinate on that, please. Do it again.
Sean Price and Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
The album is called The Ape and the Dragon.
I like it.
It would come out. It would come out 2006 because Sean Price was killing it solo wise for Boot Camp.
Yes.
Kept them relevant during that whole decade. Busta Rhymes is still doing music. He had A-Rap Money with Ether Boy. He was doing some mixtapes. And I picked like different producers that both Sean and Busta work with. They work with Ninth Wonder, Knots. You got Black Milk, Dilla, Davinger I included in that, even though he wasn't around at that time. Swiss Beat because he did stuff for
Busta. Yeah,
on the Anarchy album.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's would be like a great lineup, and both of them are like two of my favorites lyrically. I think they were great. So,
man, you saw the reactions on our faces once again. Great minds think alike on this panel, and it's a beautiful thing. It was fate for us 4 to be on. Fantastic 4 status right now. I love it. That was a great pick, man. Great pick. Hall of Fame status all the way, like A said, certified, like he said it. So we all agree on that as Brad is laughing and enjoying that collab.
I'm laughing because of the segue y'all are getting ready to get.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Go ahead, bro. What do you got?
I mean, I got it wrote down. I can't make it up. It's my next pick. It's perfect going after Try's pick. Why don't we combine the Death Squad with the Flip Mode Squad?
Ooh.
Just put them all together. Just bam.
Definitely.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Production, I mean, Eric Sermon, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's up his alley.
Underrated. Yeah, Eric Sermon underrated for production.
Super underrated. The Green Eye Bandit, Death Squad. And by the way, Brad, I know you guys, we all know this, but Death Squad meets Flip Mode Squad on Busta Rhymes' debut, The Coming. So there's a segue to that, and there's a natural mesh. Hey, it's like my
whole album, man. That would be crazy. Just a whole album.
Yeah.
We ain't mad at that. None of us are mad at that. And again, us being lovers of this culture and on us being blessed, living in that era physically and hearing it, it's a win-win situation. So a lot of heat. And Keith Murray too, like real quick before we go to the next picks. Keith Murray's Enigma album, for me fellas, is special to me. I love Enigma so much because Eric Sermon's production, the dark, eerie, funky, and then Dilla, that was special. Mm-hmm. Enigma was my favorite album from Keith Murray. Now that you're mentioning Def Squad, so we'll proceed. Phenomenal choice. And once again, A, by the way, when we're done with the show and I'll post it, we're going to do 5 of our 15, okay? So A, if you can, I think A's, okay, they're having trouble right there with but he'll get back on with us. You guys know the routine. Text me your 5 out of 15 and I'll post it, okay? And A is freezing up. Hold on a second. I want to make sure that A is okay. Okay.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, damn. So he's going to send send the request to us, A, okay? So, damn. All right, let me send a request to A, actually, because that's important that we close it out together. Boom. I'm sending A request, okay? I sent him a request. Instagram does this sometimes. They keep us on our toes and they mess with our emotions.
Nah, it can't. My bad.
No, you're all good. You're all good. And you look, actually, dang, you look like 4K now, like Blu-ray 4K. I love it. All right, so A1's to the right of us now, which is beautiful. It's all for us. Four of us aligned like Voltron. It's beautiful. All right, so thank you, Brad, for that choice. It was phenomenal. Dev Squad in flip mode. It's a match made in heaven. And then Eric Sermon on the boards. You can't go wrong with that. So I'm going with my next pick. It's going choice number 6. I'm going Raekwon the Chef. A. I saw the A posted Raekwon the Chef. To me, only Built for Your Cuban Links is on the, because there's only 4, right? On the foreheads, the presidents is the monument, right? Like so only Built for Your Cuban Links should be on that monument of best hip hop albums of all time. It's a movie score. It's a movie score. It's a hip hop soundtrack. It's just Raekwon, Nas, Ghostface, everybody on there. So I'm going Raekwon of Wu-Tang and Treach of Naughty by Nature. Treach of Naughty by Nature is so underrated as a lyricist. It's insane. So I agree. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going Raekwon and Treach. Them is a duo, okay? So no Naughty by Nature, no Wu-Tang. It's just Raekwon and Treach working together. Production by Ski Beats of Camp Lo, who, Ski Beats, he's done Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, right. And then Ski Beats has done Camp Lo's debut album, Uptown Saturday Night, which is a phenomenal album. It's a classic album. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm going those two. I'm going Raekwon the Chef and Treach of Naughty by Nature. Before he got with Tupac, I'm talking like Naughty by Nature in his prime, like rapid flow, like, just insane with it. And produced by Ski Beats. All right, Ski Beats. So that's my 6th choice. So, A, I'm going back to you, A. You're next, my brother.
Got you. I'm looking at my list. I'm going with Freddie Gibbs, produced by DJ Premier.
Oh.
Because we already know he can really rap and everything. And I just think that every time I hear him, he's always in the pocket. And I think it'll be perfect to hear him over some Primo production. I think that'll be real tight. And wondering why that hasn't happened. So,
yeah.
Gotta ask
That's nice.
Question. Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice choice.
Thank you.
We agree with you. Freddie Gibbs, obviously, he's a modern day Tupac, I would say, and he's lyrical, and he's got his own style, and he's got a distinctive voice. So obviously, Alchemist has been successful with him, the chemistry wise, and dude, A flipped it with that, the production. So I like that. So Primo, Primo's gonna bless you and enhance you even more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Primo.
I mean, as an MC, I just think that the BPMs that Premier chooses to produce at, like, it's always in the perfect pocket for rhyming.
Yes. Well said. We agree at 100%. Well said. Try. You're next up to bat, man.
Right. I got Run DMC and R&B group Jagged Edge.
Ooh.
And it's another concept album. It's an 80s style breakbeat album sung with R&B melodies. So Jagged Edge will come in on like the choruses and they can sing a little bit, and then you got Run and DMC coming in to rap. Similar to what they did with the Let's Get Married remix. Right.
It makes sense because I know you were going with that segue. Yeah, it makes sense.
And then you would have Jam Master Jay and Jermaine Dupri do the production.
I agree with it. I'm with it. Like, I'm with it. A and Brad, you guys with that?
Yeah. Hey, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Brad. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like on the was it the Back from Hell album that Run DMC did?
Yeah.
They kind of went the R&B route on that one. So like,
right.
they could do that. I mean, they had that kind of New Jack Swing sound going on that album. So
yeah,
they could do that.
Yeah, definitely. That's versatile, and I love that you mentioned New Jack Swing because whenever I hear the term, it gets me happy. Because we all love Teddy Riley, and I wish that Teddy Riley could just come out with an album with a new guy, and just put it back to that New Jack Swing flavor, you know, from the 90s.
Nice.
So that would be nice. Great choices, everybody. Man, you guys are killing it. I'll tell you, you guys are killing it, man. Genuinely speaking, yo, you guys are bringing it. All right, so as we proceed and continue, my choice next up the bat, I'm going Ice Cube, the legendary Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
It could be Jerry Curl. It could be Jerry Curl Ice Cube when he was the baddest man on the planet, as these guys know I say that. It could be Big 3 Ice Cube, or it could be Barbershop Ice Cube. I don't care who it is. It's Ice Cube. That's the whole point. So I'm going Ice Cube, the legend, with Del the Funky Homo Sapien, right? Because they're cousins. And then I'm going, oh my God, Be Real Cypress Hill.
Interesting.
Yeah. So once again, I'm going Ice Cube. Okay, you know what? Ice Cube and his death certificate, America's Most Wanted, Prime. All right, I'm going that Ice Cube, and then I'm going Del the Funky Homo Sapien. He's dope, hieroglyphics MC, and then Be Real of Cypress Hill, because he just brings that charisma and his nasal voice, the tone, you know how it is, like his voice, his trademark voice. Smoking weed all over the place. Ice Cube and Del are like, bro, you're killing me with the smoke, but and it's a chemistry thing. So, production, I'm going DJ Muggs. Production.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's a different vibe. Vibe.
Right. And as I've said it to these guys before, DJ Muggs is the Italian RZA. He's Italian American, but he's the Italian version of the RZA. The same dark, eerie, soul chop beats. Soul Assassins, Cypress Hill, House of Pain. He's so versatile and he's soulful, but he does eerie, dark chops with his samples. So I think that Muggs would mesh well with Ice Cube and Del the Funky Homo Sapien, because Del, he goes very dark sometimes, right? With Deltron 3030, very apocalyptic, and he can go that realm, I feel. So, yeah, so that's my seventh choice, and I am going back to the homie A.
I think I got skipped.
Oh, you got skipped? You did? Okay. I apologize.
Yeah, he did. Now that I think about it, yeah, he did.
Okay, well, we apologize.
No, I think when he got back on, I think the order's kind of confusing now because we're out of order now. So
yeah, exactly. Okay, well, we'll get it together. All right, we'll figure it out. And okay, so you're next, Brad. Apologies.
Right. Oh no, it's all good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going. Y'all remember Domino?
Of course.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm going Domino and the Gap Band.
Whew. Did you just?
I like that.
That's smooth.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, Battle Cat produced the first Domino album.
Some of it. I know somebody else. Yeah. Most of it or some of it. I remember. Yeah.
We'll have him do the production then.
Fellas, I know you guys like that choice.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what? And Domino is another guy. He had a smooth voice, right? He had a smooth voice. He was smooth. That one album on cassette, I remember having it on cassette. After that, that was it. It was almost like, okay, I'm gonna have my time, pass it on to the next people. But that's a great choice. Damn, the Gap Band, outstanding. Are you serious? Come on now. That's our foundation right now, all of us. That's our moms and pops playing that on record. They're vacuuming Saturday mornings, for me at least. So, that's crazy. Gap Band and Domino, that's a dope choice. So we salute you for that choice. And to make it clear, there was two Dominoes. Domino, the Ghetto Jam, and then there was Domino, the producer of Hieroglyphics. So there's two of them. So you chose that one. You chose a smoother rapping version of Domino. So thank you for that.
Yep.
So who is next now? So we're being correct. Brad, after you, who is next now since we skipped? Who is next that you correctly remember?
I can't. Well, me and you are still on the same page, so you was going after me, but you just went before me. So
Okay, I apologize. Okay.
no, it's
So-
all good. It's all good.
Okay, so now we're gonna go
I'm
try.
just trying to get a semblance of order again. You know.
No, absolutely. Thank you for that. So because Hollywood Squares, it flipped. The pictures are we're on opposite
Right,
sides.
so we got to try, I think, and then we'll be back in order.
There you go. Exactly. Try your next, my brother. Thank you.
Okay, I got another concept album. Remember, I want to say like 2000, 2001. Aguilar, Adolf, he came out with a song called "The Cookie Monster."
Yes, yes.
And he sampled the Sesame Street theme song. So I got Aguilar and the whole Sesame Street characters produced by Aguilar, and it's gonna be like a boom bap. It's gonna be a boom bap.
Oh, God bless you. Go ahead.
It's gonna be a boom bap children's album where he's gonna be doing songs about telling kids to stay away from, like, don't go in strangers' cars, and memorize your name and your address, stuff like that.
Wow.
For kindergartners. And it's gonna feature like all the Sesame Street characters, Big Bird and the Count, and Oscar the Grouch, Super Grover, all of those characters from Sesame Street.
Yes.
But it's gonna be like a boom bap children's album.
Wow.
But it's still like adults can play it. Adults can play it, but it's gonna be like something you could play for yourself and you can play for your kids.
Right.
So I think
I gotta hear that Aguilar and Cookie Monster.
No,
Be like him and DMX, rest in peace, trading bars.
Ooh, yes. I love it. You know what, Try? It's funny because I saw A's reaction. He appreciates that when you said that. And we're giggling because we're picturing those two crazy characters together. So it's a beautiful mesh. That's dope, man. You went Sesame Street and you went all the characters all over the board. Wow. Only on Mix and Match. This is how we do it on here, Mix and Match. This is not duplicated. This is special. So Try, thank you for that. And I know that A and Brad and I appreciate that. So that's very creative. Shout out to Sesame Street and Jim Henson and all the Muppets, by the way. So absolutely. Okay, so we're going to go A, my brother. We're going to go you, since I went before Brad. We're going to go A, and I'll be after you. So A's next.
I'm gonna go with Kendrick Lamar and produced by George Clinton.
Oh,
yeah, I think that that'd be crazy. Just the grooves on Pimp a Butterfly and the way they work together on Wesley's Theory. I think that'll be a hellified collaboration, because I mean we hear the influence, the heavy funkadelic and Parliament funkadelic influence in Kendrick anyway. So I think that'd be incredible.
Wow, you guys are killing it, man. Like I said, like respectfully, you guys are killing it. Like left to right, right to back. Try with a home run, and freaking A1 is the next batter, another freaking home run at back to back. George Clinton. That's serious. Dope. That's just serious. He's a legend. God bless him. God bless George Clinton, by the way, because I know Try mentioned his family, his grandkids and kids. They're performing with him while George Clinton is chilling, sitting down at 80 years old. And the fact that he's 80 years old, I think, speaks volumes alone. That's special within itself, right? That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So I love that A mentioned George Clinton, because I know Try mentioned that last Mix and Match. So great minds think alike, and the connection is just beautiful right now with all of us. So, wow, I'm blown away by these back-to-back picks. It's great. Brad, these guys are, God bless them. All right. So my next choice is Mos Def, the mighty Mos Def. He's a humble guy. I know that Talib's been in the tabloids, virtual tabloids, and we won't say anything bad. We'll just say that we'll pray for Talib and 2Mex, and hopefully they squash it, because hip-hop is wax. It doesn't have to get personal. So Mos Def, on the other hand, Mos Def is a positive dude. I see Mos Def meditating outside of a subway playing dominoes with a random person, and Mos Def is just a spiritual dude. So I'm going Mos Def, the mighty Mos Def. He's a dope MC and a harmonizer as well. So it's going Mos Def. You guys ready for this next choice? Collabo. Mos Def and Will Smith.
Wow.
Right? But guess what? It's Will Smith when he was with Jazzy Jeff when they first started on the B-boy, that status. And I love Will Smith as a human being, an artist. He's so versatile. He went from underground, hip hop, like obviously with Jazzy Jeff, phenomenal DJ and producer. Then he went to the mainstream, and pop culture wise, The Fresh Prince is one of my favorites of all time, and I know we could all speak on that because we all love that, right? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So, so I'm going Will Smith. Okay, Jazzy, The Fresh Prince. I'm going Fresh Prince status, right? With Mos Def. Them two as a duo. Production by Jazzy Jeff on the scratches. As far as scratches, Just Blaze, and Just Blaze and Jazzy Jeff production. Because Jazzy Jeff is dope on the scratches. He's a phenomenal scratcher. He's done a lot of scratches actually for Little Brother. He's done a lot of stuff for everybody, man, and he's so versatile and dope. I truly feel that Mos Def would bring the best out of Fresh Prince. Not the getting jiggy with it version, but more like when he first came out, like the essence of the hip hop. When they first came out as a duo. So summertime status, summertime Will Smith, if that makes any sense. So yeah, all right.
I can see that.
Right?
Yeah.
Will Smith could get in that pocket if he really wanted to, but he's established and he's he is who he is now. So God bless. Okay, gentlemen, I'm going now. We're gonna start all over with the order we started in the beginning. I'm going with A now, right? So it's A's turn.
Okay, bet. So I'm going with to just get back to the West Coast. I'm going with Nas.
Ooh.
And Snoop Dogg, produced by Large Professor. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Just imagine Illmatic, Nas, and Doggy Style Snoop together, but we get the production from Large Professor. That'd be insane.
Insane
together, just the smoothness of their voices, crazy.
That's a crazy choice, by the way. Oh my God. Nas, okay, Illmatic Nas and Snoop Doggy Style, like rapid fire flows, and they're both together with the production that A just mentioned.
Yeah.
That's like superhero status, like the X-Men. Like that's
it's crazy. It's crazy it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy that the East Coast, West Coast beef stopped that from happening, because I think that would have been ideal, for Snoop and Nas to rock together. You know what I'm saying? Like, just I hear it. And they should make that happen even now. Yeah. Like, I think that it'll still be dope. So we need a Snoop Nas record, at least a handful of them.
And as you can, and A, great minds think alike, because as you can see, this is Nas right here on the shirt.
Yeah.
J. Period, and Danlish, the phenomenal Danlish. I had him on the show actually a month ago. He's a great human being. J. Period is a phenomenal mixtape DJ, obviously, and producer. Right. So I love that you mentioned Nas. He's my favorite MC of all time, top 5, obviously. But Snoop Dogg is another guy that's underappreciated, and what I mean by that is he's done Corona commercials, Martha Stewart collabs. But Snoop Dogg is a lyrical guy, and people forget that he's a beast.
Yeah, one of the best freestylers like in the game.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize Snoop get on camera back in the days, man, and he was going crazy, man. I see my man down here talking about it. Don't forget Pac. Can't forget Pac, but I just think
of course not.
Nas and Snoop is a mad combination. You know what I mean? But yeah. Fab Fry, look up, anybody got YouTube, look up Snoop Dogg, Yo on TV Raps Freestyle with Fab Five Freddy. You will understand then. You will understand then. It should be on YouTube. Yeah,
and A, I love that A's taking us back to the VHS essence, because I know all of us are shorties. I used to record, all of us used to record on VHS, Rap City, MTV Raps, and we would be like, okay, I'm going to record over this, even though it's already recorded from the last week. So A, right. I love the vintage retrospect that you're bringing to this with Snoop, because he's phenomenal. Great choice. We're keeping it moving. And next is you, Try.
Okay, I got Ja Rule and Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, okay.
I'm naming the album Murder in Thugs, and it's gonna be produced by Irv Gotti and DJ Unique. Irv Gotti actually produced a song on Crazy Bone's second solo album, Thug on the Line, from 2001. And I think, people make a whole thing about, Ja Rule was harmonizing back then and he was rapping. Bone Thugs is doing the same thing. I think if you put that mesh together, I think it could work.
Okay.
Where you have, some songs Ja is harmonizing on the chorus, other songs Bone Thugs is doing it, or they're doing it together. And I think that would be like a nice little project.
Okay. Cool. I mean, yeah, because I know, fellas, what do you think? I mean, because Ja Rule obviously was a protege of DMX. When Ja Rule came out at the time, he had that distinctive voice as well, the rugged, rough voice. And obviously the documentary, we didn't like that whole situation, but we're separating that from what he did with his voice and when he first came out, right? Yeah. So we have to respect that regardless. Like social media tends to, turn people into bad villains and forgotten people, and I don't think that's fair because Ja Rule has a distinctive voice in his respect. So that's a great choice.
Yeah,
because
I like it. I think his the grit in his voice would have brought an extra layer of griminess to that vibe, and I think that it would have added something, and the energy. I mean, and for real, people only think about the hits, but
exactly.
Cash Money click, him and Chris Black, crazy. So never forget, Cash Money click was what Ja was supposed to be, and then they were serious. TVT Records back in the day.
History lessons, absolutely, history lessons. We want to acknowledge people that are chiming in with us on the messages. We appreciate you being on, and we apologize that we can't catch up to all the messages because we're in our zone, in our groove. So thank you. Poison Clan and Wu-Tang, okay? DM the most. That's an honorable mention for us. Poison Clan and Wu-Tang. Okay, that's a great choice as well. That'll be interesting. So we appreciate everybody on chiming in with us. And okay, so Brad, you're next, brother.
All right, I'm going Run the Jewels.
Uh-oh.
LP and Killer Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pair them up with 9 Inch Nails.
Oh. A lot of mercy. A lot of mercy.
I think that would be a crazy combination.
Yeah.
Of course, you have LP and Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails producing.
Production.
He's amazing. Both of them are amazing producers.
So the reactions, all of us aligned with the equal reactions because we know the firepower that Trent Reznor and LP of Company Flow, now Run the Jewels, had together. Trent Reznor, I was blessed to see 9 Inch Nails live at the Riot Fest here in Chicago, pre-COVID and I call it the crapdemic, so keep it respectful. It was him by himself. 9 Inch Nails is Trent Reznor, by the way. It's just,
pretty much.
I mean, it's him. People don't, but he creates this whole illusion of it's more than one person. So that's a phenomenal choice. And as you can see, Try and A and myself, the equal reaction that when you said it, powerful. So, damn. Wow. Yeah. So there you go. Great choice.
That's a good one. I got to pull a Nostalgik / me. I got to go get my charger, so hang tight. y'all continue.
All right. Cool. All right, so we'll revisit once Brad comes on, and I'll say mine as he's doing his thing, getting his charger. And thank you guys for being patient. We appreciate it, man. This is a special episode for me because I have a lot of great hip hop minds as Try, A, and Brad. Man. So respect to you guys once again, man. Respect to you guys. So thank you.
Appreciate
this is special, Anytime we talk about hip hop, it's therapeutic to me. So I appreciate you guys for that. All right. So as we proceed, and choice number 9, as we're winding down, we still have a couple left, 6 or 7. So I'm going. Evidence is another MC that I admire. Evidence from Dilated Peoples. He's been through a lot. You know, obviously he's lost a lot of important people in his life, but he continues to be a dope MC and a producer. I see Brad with the charger in the background. So Evidence, I'm going Evidence of Dilated Peoples, and now Evidence has personified himself as a solo artist, right? And Everlast of House of Pain. So them two together. Everlast of House of Pain, which I respect as well, Whitey Ford. And Evidence of Dilated Peoples, them two. Because I feel like their styles mesh, you know, MC-wise. I'm going Production by Alchemist, which, you know, Evidence and Alchemist are the stepbrothers. They're like brothers, you know, everything, they do everything the same almost, the flavor. And then DJ Muggs, Production. So I'm going Evidence and Everlast of House of Pain together, doing a joint album, dual joint. Alchemist and Muggs on Production. What do you guys think about that?
I love it.
Yeah,
Dope.
I think it works. I like it too. Real
Nice.
dope. Real
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so Evidence, shout out to you, my brother. I've connected with Evidence recently. He's a good guy. So shout out, God bless you, man, for being a good father, and you're holding it down for your son Enzo. So much respect to you. And yeah, so much love to Brad. It was Evidence and Everlast of House of Pain, them two together. Evidence and Everlast, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and then Alchemist and Muggs on Production. It's only right. So same kind of realm.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Try. We're going next to you. You next, my brother.
All right. I got I like the first I like the Jadakiss and Fabulous album.
Okay.
You know, the Freddie versus Jason. So now I'm doing a sequel, and I'm bringing in Pusha T. I think he's underrated lyrically, and he's going to be Michael Myers. So it's going to be Michael Myers versus Freddie and Jason, and the production will be done by Swizz Beatz and Pharrell, Kanye, and various others. I didn't put everybody else, but that's going to be the album. And I like Pusha. I think Pusha T is just as nice as Fab and Jada lyrically, but you don't really get a lot of mention because he's not really out there often.
Yeah.
But when he comes out with a solid album. So.
Okay. That's a dope. Yeah, I like that too. That's a dope pick. And respectively, you know, I'm a Chicago guy, so are we going Soul Beats, Backpack Kanye, like when he first started, or are we going current Kanye? Because that's important. I think
we're doing like 808 and Heartbreaks around that era.
Okay. So in the middle, kind of like the middle.
Yeah, in the middle.
That makes sense. Okay. And we all understand what we meant by the middle term, because only true heads know what we mean by that. The middle. It's the levels and stages that he's going through. So, all right. That's a great pick, Try, and thank you for that pick. That's a great pick, by the way. Versatile pick. Okay, A, you're next, my brother. You're next.
I'm going with Devin the Dude. Rest in peace to Nate Dogg. And I'm going to add Pimp C, and it's produced by Organized Noize.
Say that one more time because we need to process that collabo. Process that.
All right, so it's Devin the Dude, Nate Dogg, Pimp C, and all produced by Organized Noize. I think that'd be funky. That'd be really funky.
God. And the merch on that sold out the same day. The same day.
Absolutely.
You said
that Devin the Dude, you know, can trade bars with Pimp C really well. And Nate Dogg on the hooks, just tying it together on that, you know, Organized Noize, early Organized Noize. I'm talking about organized production for UGK style Organized Noize with that collabo. I think that'd be insane.
Wow. So you took Organized Noize back to the roots and the foundation of when they first started, like that, because you took it there.
Definitely. You know, because they just had a different sound at that time. You know, when I hear them with UGK, it's different from when I heard them with Outkast. It's just they really produced. They gave it a different flavor. So, you know, much respect. And you know, Pimp, all those guys have unique voices, from Devin to Pimp to Nate Dogg. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be funky.
That's a great That's a great choice, and A's bringing his A game, no pun intended. He's literally bringing his A game to his debut of SlackBlast RapCast. Wow, That's a home run instantly. That's Babe Ruth, like back to back to back home runs. And then we all shut up and eat hot dogs and enjoy the ball game. So, Brad. All right, my brother Brad, you're next, man. You're next.
All right. I'm going E40
Ooh.
and Mariah Carey.
What?
Produced by Ant Banks.
Okay.
Damn.
That's
The
cool.
OG. Funky OG producer from the West Coast,
Yep.
Ant Banks.
I mean, if Mariah and ODB can work together, you know, I mean.
Right. I agree.
It makes sense. It's valid. It makes sense. You and Ant Banks. Honestly, nobody talks about that guy. I mean, nobody really. Yeah. So you brought him back to life.
Yeah,
and
I think I brought him up in one of the previous,
Yeah, you did.
we done on here.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Probably 3 segments ago. But hey, Ant Banks is certified legit. So.
Absolutely.
Mariah Carey. So are we going Mariah Carey, Jermaine Dupri production, or are we going Mariah Carey soulful, like church choir Mariah Carey, Vision of Love status? Which one?
I think we go, in that fantasy Mariah Carey range, like, when she was working with ODB. Like,
there you go.
Right.
96, 97, 98.
Yeah, innocent and still very okay. That's cool. That's wow. You blew our minds away. So everybody's pick has been mind blowing as it goes. So it's beautiful, man. I love the energy. I love it. Okay, so I believe I'm next, gentlemen. I believe I'm next. Okay, so let me turn the page because I wrote back to. Okay, so somebody mentioned Q-Tip, and I think A mentioned Q-Tip earlier, right? A. Okay.
Yeah.
Same rum. I love it. Same rum, same butter jazzy flavor. So I'm going Q-Tip, of course, as an MC and making the beats on this trio that I'm about to mention. Q-Tip, J Live, another underrated MC. J Live.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Premier, the best part, Jazzy Jeff. J Live was a school teacher and just a cool dude, man. He's a very humble guy from what I see. So J Live is the dope MC. Q-Tip, him. Third guy is another guy that doesn't get his flowers, and I want to have him on at some point. Geechee Suede of Camp Low.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yo, Geechee Suede of Camp.
As I mentioned, I met Geechee Suede, and he was like so super cool, like just so down to earth.
That's cool.
He'll probably get on with you. I mean, he had that vibe about him.
That's cool. Yeah, and he's very like he's very genuine on social media. He likes and comments, so that's cool. Yeah, so I'm going them 3 together. Production by Q-Tip all the way through. Q-Tip, J Live, and Geechee Suede of Camp Low, who is to me a criminally underrated MC. Geechee Suede. He's that whole smooth 70s, right? Like nostalgia. Foxy Brown like flavor. I think that him and the other guy, Sonny Chiba, they just go well together, like a back and forth combo, right? So I'm going them 3, and the name of the group, by the way, is called Tribe Low.
Okay.
Right? I'm going Tribe Low. So let's manifest it. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tag everybody and their mama and manifest those guys and wake them up and say, hip hop is fully alive even now more than ever. So, and A1, myself, Kid Abstrakt, and all the phenomenal MCs that are out here doing it, like, it's great. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, salute to everybody. Okay, so we're going try now since you're right under me. Okay, so try your next, my brother. As we're winding down, we have about 4 or 5 choices left, but it's been a phenomenal show. So try your left. Next.
I got Little John came out with an album called Crunk Rock.
Okay.
I thought it was slept on pretty good. So I would pair Little John up with Van Halen. That they would leave off Van Halen, not Sammy Hagar.
Ooh.
That Van Halen, and the album will be produced by Rick Rubin.
Oh, my Lord have mercy. Yo, I got Rick Rubin on my list, and I'll leave it. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Repeat that again. You said because Van Halen switched
Little John.
singers obviously at some point.
Yeah. Little John and Van Halen featuring David Lee Roth as the leader, not Sammy Hagar. And the album is produced by Rick Rubin.
Wow. Damn. So Little John's with his pimp cup and water, throwing water on people, rocking the crowd to set everybody off. And then Rick Rubin on production. And then you said the other guy was
You got David Lee Roth because he has energy and Little John has energy.
Yeah, David Lee
on
Roth
stage,
doing
so
leg splits.
Yeah, he's got his he's got his tight Zubas pants on, his spandex on, and he's doing what he does. Right. So, great choice, Try. And it looks like A. Okay, cool. All right, A's got. All right, cool. A's ready. Looks like A's ready for that next choice. He's ready to fire off as we're winding down. So, all right, brother A, you're next.
All right, so for the next choice, I'm going with Lil Wayne and West Side Gun, produced by Derringer. I know we heard the Lil Wayne and West Side on the new album. I like the way they sound together, but I think it'd be interesting to hear Lil Wayne on more of those type of beats because that was kind of refreshing. I think he's been firing on these last two features, with the one with Tyler the Creator and this one with West Side. I think showed that he hasn't lost his touch. He just needs to polish up with some different production and give us something different, So yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And A, real quick, because it's your choice respectively, and fellas, we can agree. Lil Wayne he's an underrated lyricist. Can we agree on that? He's an underrated lyricist.
Absolutely.
Dude,
that's he's dope.
Yeah, he's dope. I like Lil Wayne. I mean, he was 15 years old. The Drop It Like It's Hot. And then after that, he was like, who's this lyrical kid that's 15 years old with all these other grown-ass men? And you knew that Lil Wayne was going to be special. So shout out to Lil Wayne, man. He just did a track with Mr. Green, underground producer, boom bap guy. So it's Lil Wayne and Mr. Green. Check that out. Oh, wow. It's on Spotify. Yeah. It's yeah, man. Mr. Green, he's done a lot of stuff he's done Griselda. Mr. Green has done stuff for KRS-One, Channel Live, Hakeem Green. All dopeness. So
yeah. I'm familiar. That's
great choice. Dope. Yeah, man. A coming with the great choice, the versatile choice. I like it. Okay, so who is next? Because we're different squares. After A, is it Brad or is it Try? I'm sorry.
I think it's back to me now.
Yes, it is. Correct. Yes, it is. Okay, proceed, my brother.
All right. I've got someone that's been mentioned and a producer that's been mentioned.
Okay.
I'm going Run DMC.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going Tears for Fears.
Oh, Lord. Woo!
I got Rick Rubin can make that work.
That's stadium music right there.
Yo. Say it again.
Candles lit up.
Rick Rubin and Tears for Fears. I'm a huge fan of both of them. So
yes. Tears for Fears. I'm gonna tell you, that was all of us. That was our era as kids. And Tears for Fears, feel good music. Those dudes are pimps. Like, they're G's, and they don't even know it. They're so casual and chill in all their album covers with their Jerry curl mullets, and it's like. Do they even realize how dope they are? I don't think they do. They know. Like, it's crazy.
Head Over Heels is epic. It's just that record is insane.
Yes.
What I mean? So
yes.
Much respect to them brothers. They so dope.
Much respect. Dope. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tag Tears for Fears for the hell of it when we're done with this show, and I'm gonna tag all of us. Yeah, we got to, man. You never know. We manifest it.
Right.
So, again, gentlemen, when we're done with this series, with the show, A, Try, and Brad, text me in text format, like if you're texting me on the phone, text me 5 songs out of the 15 that we chose, your standout ones, because it's tough, man, because all of them are great. So we got to choose 5 out of the 15, okay? And then we'll share with the masses and Planet Earth so they can get influenced by our choices. It's beautiful. Okay, wow. Okay, moving forward, because this is, man, I'm blown away. Okay, number 12, as we have three more, respectively, all three of us, as we're winding down. Mix and match, part 7. Number 12, I'm going Teddy Riley, the king of New Jack Swing. Okay. I'm going Teddy Riley as being a part of the group, too. Not just producing, but doing his, check, baby, like his smooth little, crowd pleaser. So Teddy Riley, Dr. Dre, okay, and BBD, Velvet DeVoe.
Wow.
Good.
Crazy.
And I think it fits all of them because, Teddy and Dr. Dre did the Blackstreet No Diggity together, right? And then BBD, New Jack Swing flavor as well. And they were like, hip hop, smooth on the R&B tip. They were a combination of all of it. So them three together. And you know what I'm calling the group? So it's Teddy Riley, Dr. Dre, and BBD. So it's 5 guys total. I'm calling them New Jack Coastin'. New Jack coasting, because Dr. Dre is West Coast. He's in his lowrider and he's coasting. He's cruising down the boulevard, And then BBD, of course, they're like, Bobby, we got this. We don't need you. It's just BBD. That's it. So, yeah. So then Teddy Riley's on production for all of them. Dr. Dre maybe 1 or 2, but Teddy Riley majority of the production as an experimental thing. So, all right. So we're going back to now we're going to you, Try.
Well, I got BBD on this list with TLC.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I love
BBD
it.
and TLC. BBD and TLC. I always looked at TLC as like the female version of BBD with the baggy clothes and the boots and the hats. And I think if you put Teddy Riley and Dallas Austin, that production with the Bomb Squad, I think that would be a crazy album.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been fire.
So you just so A just said it's fire. We all agree. Is it? So you said TLC.
Yes.
And BBD.
BBD. Yes.
That's crazy, bro. Back to back. Wow.
It should have happened. I'm just trying to figure out why it didn't happen.
Thank you.
Crazy.
A, thank you for that, because it's true. It should have freaking happened in our lifetime. I wish it would have happened, Man,
for sure.
Wow. Dallas Austin, a phenomenal producer, and also was the ex-husband of, was it Chili? No, Chili, right?
Yeah.
Okay, correct. Beautiful. All beautiful women, by the way. TLC, they're all beautiful. And God rest her soul, Left Eye. She was a talent. One of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tiff the Gift, shout out to Tiff the Gift. I just saw that. Bless her. Tiff the Gift, much love to you, a talented MC as well. So blessings to Tiff the Gift. All right.
Yeah. Shouts out to her.
That's right.
Out to the wife. And speaking of which, my pick is gonna be something that she appreciates. So.
All right. Cool.
We get to that. Yeah.
That sounds good. Looking forward to that. Okay. Try. That's a beautiful pick. And rest in peace, Left Eye. We loved her. And rest in hip hop heaven and music heaven. Okay. So A. Now that you're speaking of that, it is your turn to rock it, my brother.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Slick Rick and Ghostface, produced by MF Doom. I think that'd be crazy. I love Doom, but Slick and Ghost together is the match made in heaven. They like the same guy from different generations. And Doom, I think, is a part of them as well. He pulls like pieces of them in the production. You hear, the smooth samples and all of that. I think that would have been crazy, just letting them go wild over some of the special herbs. So, insane. Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you saw what I did. I hit my midget trapper keeper notebook, and I did this. Because, my God. Hey, you don't understand, like, Ghostface and MF Doom are in my top 10. They're just together. Obviously, they did a track together. And the production aspect that you mentioned was just on another realm. That's like 52nd floor. That's above the clouds, indeed.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I would have just loved to hear that. Ghost and Slick. with Doom, crazy.
Oh my God, and Slick Rick is another guy that doesn't. He's so smooth. The way he dresses, the way he talks. I think if Slick Rick did a Wendy's commercial, I think it would freaking be played a million times on YouTube. Slick Rick, the voice alone.
Rick is the GOAT. I mean, he's the GOAT storyteller and
Yep.
just the personification of style in hip hop. And you know, he oozes style, and he's also a underrated producer. So let's not forget about the production aspect
Yes.
of it. You know, the producers on records, classic records. So give him his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to Mr. Rick.
Much respect to Slick Rick, man. He's a versatile MC and a phenomenal MC. And I got to see him for free. I got to see him for free at here in Chicago 7 years ago. And like I told you guys earlier, it was literally my buddy and I. He loves rock and roll. It was me and him and 4 other people rocking with Slick Rick, knowing all the words. And then everybody else was more into like the techno, you know, other stuff. They came for the free food. I literally ate 1 celery stick, dipped it in blue cheese, and I said, I'm focusing on Slick Rick. We're going in the front. We're going in the front. That's it. Good golly, Miss Molly. That was a beautiful pick. Okay. So, you're welcome, my brother. So, Tiff the gift, she appreciated as well. The wifey, she knows what time it is. So, Brad, my brother, you are next to bat.
All right, I might get clowned on this one, but Nostalgik is going to appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm going the Pharcyde and Brian Austin Green.
Oh,
because the Pharcyde produced that album, and that's a slept-on album, by the way.
I agree.
Yo,
that definitely.
A knows what time it is. He knows. So Brian Austin Green, he was a pretty boy. He's a handsome guy. He's an actor. But guess what? He was down with those underground cats in the West Coast. He was spitting. He's in that category of that actor from Ocean's 11. You know, he was with Alchemist. He was you guys know who I'm talking about. He was
Scott Can, I think his name
was it?
Scott Can?
Yeah. Khan, James Khan's son. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I put Brian Austin Green in that category because he was naturally he was a boom bap kid growing up in his neighborhood. So Brian Austin Green, before he got pretty and 90210 status, Slim Kid of the Pharcyde produced his album. So
right.
One Stop Carnival. And that's one of those CDs that you can get on Discogs or whatever it is, eBay, and probably go to the store and buy it, and it's still available.
Got it.
There you go.
You got it.
Look at that. Yo. And Manish, that West Coast guy, Manish, the MC. Man, that's a good choice, Brad. That's a good choice. Versatility is being shown on all 4 of us, and I love that versatility is being shown. All of us, we're shining, man. We're shining. So, great choice. Okay, as we're winding down to 3 more choices, all right, of mix and match as we close it out soon. Hector Lavoe, you guys are familiar with the salsa singer Hector Lavoe? Mark Anthony played him, legendary salsa singer. Okay.
Yes.
You already know Hector Lavoe. To me, Hector Lavoe is the Rakim of salsa music. He was just smooth, lyrical, and he had ballads, you know, for the Spanish, the community, Latin community. So I'm gonna go Hector Lavoe on the vocals for the salsa music, tropical vibes. I'm going Be Real, right? Be Real of Cypress Hill. Bob Marley, the legend Bob Marley. Al Green. It's crazy. So, yeah. So let me rewind. Your wife said indeed. She knows. God bless her. I'm going Hector Lavoe, infamous salsa legend. Mark Anthony played him, of course, you know, the El Cantante. So Hector Lavoe, he's the Rakim of salsa, I consider him. Be Real of Cypress Hill. Bob Marley, the Rasta, the legendary reggae artist, my wife's favorite reggae musician. And Al Green, the Reverend Al Green. I mean, so I'm calling that group the perfect combination. That's what I'm calling them, the perfect combination. all genres, and then Breal kind of just does this crazy, you know, with his voice, and then everybody else is just doing their thing. And Bob Marley, rest in peace. His sons are phenomenal too, right? Legends. Damian Marley, you know,
Absolutely.
Ziggy, all of those guys. So, okay. So try. I'm going with you, my brother, as we're closing down. 2 more tracks, all of us each. So you're next.
All right, I got Royce the 5'9" and Westside Gun. The album is gonna be called Shower Cap Shoe Lords, and it's gonna be produced all by Devin.
We all laughed at the same time. Oh, that's oh man. Say that again.
Yeah,
What?
Say that again.
Okay. Westside Gun on I want to say it was Hitler on steroids with Green Lantern, that mixtape. He has a song called Shower Cap Shoe Lords.
Yeah.
I don't think Royce was on that one. He was on that mixtape though, but I don't think it was that track. But it will be Royce the 5'9" and Westside Gun, and the album will be called Shower Cap Shoe Lords, all produced by Devin.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. We're just laughing because it's like, damn, that came out of nowhere. So it came out of left field, but it works. It works naturally. It works. Okay, A, take it away, my brother. You're next as we're closing down.
Yeah, so another one, a nod to my wife. I'm gonna go with AZ, but I want to see production from Just Blaze and Bink Dog from VA. Shout out VA, 2 Up 2 Down. I know y'all can hear it. The pitch, AZ's pitch with Just Blaze. I think that would take him to another level. Also, Bink Dog, you know, a perfect example would be like AZ on 1-900 Hustler. You know what I mean? Like, incredible, you know, when you think about it. Another guy with an amazing voice in hip hop, underrated for sure, extremely dope lyricist, and I just think that a more animated version of production would suit him very well.
Yes. AZ isn't like you said. AZ so A1 is he's a part of the Sneaker Junkies family, and he's a sneakerhead to the T. He's sneakerhead crazy. AZ just came out with sneakers with Patrick Ewing. You know, the collaboration of Patrick Ewing brand.
Yes, those are fire.
Those are yes, fire.
Front. Those are fire.
Those are nice. Those are nice.
Definitely.
I've been hesitating on pressing order because I have bills to pay. So
absolutely. And
right?
Are they even still available? That's the question.
Really? Yes, they are. Yes.
Oh, yeah. They killed that. They killed that collab. That was fire with the door down the back. Whew.
Yeah, do or die. And then they got a T-shirt. And fellas, you know, Brad, you guys appreciate his merch. Do or die. It says 1995 on the cover, 95, and it's Patrick Ewing logo with AZ on the back. So it's nice.
Dope,
so that's So I wanted to remind you guys because I know you guys love that. So AZ is AZ and Nas. I know you guys can agree. AZ and Nas should have made a whole album together. All of like a lot of songs, right? Like them too.
Yeah, definitely.
They should have. People put it together in different ways, like just meshing different verses and stuff. The mixtape stuff, you know what I mean? But it needed to happen for real.
Yeah. Thank you. Amen to that, because all he's got to do is reach out to AZ. He's got him on speed dial, AZ, Primo, Trackmasters, whoever else. Let's do it. Firmbiz, whatever. All right, so Brad Rock, you are next, my brother, as we're closing down the last 2 choices. Mix and match. Go for it.
All right. I'm going to go Killer Priest.
Ooh.
And Immortal Technique.
Oh.
Produced by RZA.
Wow.
Whoa.
Learn something from that. That's nothing but learning. Like that's college.
Yes.
That's a college course.
Hey, Killer Priest. Killer Priest is picking berries. Immortal Technique is like with the encyclopedia. Us 4 in class chilling with our snacks, and we're listening to them and shutting up. We're just listening.
Right.
We're just listening. Wow. Heavy Mental, right? Killer Priest, Heavy Mental. Phenomenal album. Immortal Technique, obviously he's aggressive with his flow and lyrical, but he's political, but he's passionate, you know, in his flow. So that's nice. That can happen, like A said. Realistically, that can actually happen. So great choice. Great choice. I gotta say, man, this is one of the. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. Respect to everybody else that's been on Mix and Match. I love everybody genuinely and equally. This is one of the best Mix and Matches that we've done. Because of the creativity.
Definitely fun.
And A, this is just the beginning, my brother. A, you are family, and now you are part of the Mix and Match family, and we'll be doing this more often for the rest of the year. I'm not stopping this. We're doing this for the rest of the year, right? So let's keep it going. Beautiful. And Tip the Gift, shout out to your wife. God bless her. Tip the Gift, you can get on as well in the future. Mix and Match. Picking everybody's brain is the challenge of this. It's unique. It's everybody's brain thinking about what we're saying. So it makes it beautiful. So thank you for that. Thank you for being on. Wow. Okay. Winding down, I'm going Michael Jackson. I'm going swinging hard. Michael Jackson, Prince, Lisa from Lisa and Coat Jam singing the hook. Production by Rick Rubin. Yeah. So, I mean, MJ and Prince are like Michael Jordan and Kobe to me. They're just so phenomenal and great, and they complement each other, you know? So Michael Jackson, all right, Michael Jackson and Prince, no beef. This is our world, Mix and Match world. They're positive, they're having lunch together, and they're talking about killing the industry with the albums they're gonna make together. Okay? So Michael Jackson, Prince, and Lisa, we know Lisa and Coat Jam from House Party, right? The three gentlemen that are legends as well.
Right.
Coat Jam, you know. So Rick Rubin is producing those people, respectively. And for me, man, MJ is my GOAT of all time. I love Michael Jackson so much. Y'all, I mean, how do y'all feel about Michael? Because I think we all have a relatable, right?
The best.
Yeah. A, do you agree? Michael Jackson is the man?
Everybody wanted to be like Mike. He was the first MJ, you know. Everybody had one of them coats. Let's not front.
Exactly.
Or the glove. We had some type, or the penny loafers. Everybody had something from Mike, you know. Everybody wanted the moonwalk. I mean, he was our hero, and he made some incredible music, and
Yes.
you know, just an incredible legacy of music, man. King of pop, for real. So
King of pop. Yes.
Yeah,
well
absolutely.
spoken. Well said, A. And we all can agree Michael Jackson is one of the best. So yeah, man. I don't know the name of that group, but I'm leaving it alone, and they can figure that out on their own because they're legends. So, all right. So, Try, you are next as we are winding down closely to the end, which has been a beautiful show thus far. So Try, break it down.
This is my last one. I got
Yes.
Joan Jett and the Black Hearts in Pink, produced by Prince.
Okay.
You see how we're all combining like flavors and we're all segueing and passing the baton like it's nuts. So Try, repeat that again, please, one more time. Repeat it one more time.
All right, the legend Joan Jett and her band, the Black Hearts, with Pink, and the album would be produced by Prince. And I think it would work because, you know, Pink and Joan Jett was like all for, you know, the rebel music and women's rights, and I think that would be a great album. And then you put it with Prince production, a lot of heavy guitars on that. It'd be crazy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. No complaints on our ends. I mean, we're all just enjoying it. So, all right, pass it to A. That was nice. Try. Pass it to A.
All right, my last one will go a little more modern, and I'm
Okay.
gonna say Donald Glover with Childish Gambino, and Tyler the Creator as a group produced by Tyler. I think that'd be crazy.
Nice.
But for Donald Glover singing, not the rapping. So I think that's the important distinction.
Okay.
Important distinction.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's a great choice. Tyler is obviously a student of the culture and the boom bap, and he's doing it well. on a mainstream level as well, but still balanced out. And then obviously, like you said, Donald Glover is just a talented dude overall. I think he's just a naturally talented guy. And that song "Sober," when I think of you, when A1, when you said him singing that song "Sober," was so dope to me. I think that's just a beautiful video. And Michael Jackson, a little bit of Michael Jackson influence too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
he has a great voice, and I think that Tyler is underrated as a producer in terms of how he is on the keys, what he does with that piano. And for something R&B, I think that it'll be dope. I think that they'll complement each other well, and maybe that's something we'll see as well later down the line. You know, they still got a lot of career left in them, so you know, hopefully, maybe. Who
Yeah,
knows?
hopefully maybe we can manifest it and definitely bring it up to bring it to life. And you're gonna trip out, because I'll leave it at my last choice. One of the two you just said, he's on my last list. That's
Okay.
crazy. That's crazy. You see what I mean? It's always a beautiful connection, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay,
great minds think alike.
absolutely, my brother. Well said. Great minds do think alike. Brad, I see that cheesy smile, and I know you're excited to say your last choice.
Oh, no, I was actually, man, I was going to go back to what you said a minute ago. So Michael is your goat, like, artist of all time.
I mean, because there's hip hop and there's pop and but Michael
Right.
is my hero, like as a kid, and all of ours. I would
love to hear the other guys' goat choice.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Mike was my introduction to music as a whole. Like 3-4 years old.
Yeah.
Like my introduction was the Thriller album when it first came out. So that's my music, like God. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's the best ever.
Yes.
And just seeing like him like perform and people like faint over his performance, and I've never seen that with any other artist in rap or any other genre. So, and I've been to a lot of shows, but Mike definitely is the GOAT to me.
Okay.
You know, I love Pimp, I love Madonna. I grew up on all of them, but if I had to pick one, I'm picking Michael, definitely.
Okay. And then what about you? Who is your natural GOAT? Because it's hard, but you know,
it is really hard. And you know, it's funny that I found mine from going back. So, you know, I got older and just found somebody that I was just fond of their thinking and their catalog, and that would be George Clinton. You know, the grandfather,
nice.
the godfather, because you know, his genius is just something that I take a lot from. So I listen to interviews, I listen to just things that he says about music, and it's an incredible mind. And then the music speaks for itself. And to be able to create these two different groups with two different sounds, you know, and create a genre, you know, music, that is wild when a genre of music is attributed to what you did, because Funkadelic is not necessarily funk. Funkadelic is more psych rock. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it just happened to be black psych rock. So very, very interesting for the palette. But then to go and take Parliament and add R&B to psych rock, and then you have funk from their version. And I just think that is just incredible. And that music is still creating the basis of a lot of hit records today. We use little bits and pieces throughout hip hop. I think he's one of the most sampled artists in hip hop, in the music, and urban music in general. So I think that I found my GOAT later from going back and really studying their catalog. So, you know, that's how much I like Funkadelic. Like,
All
just
right.
period.
That's great. That's great, and we respect that pick, man, because he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT himself. So there's no wrong or right for that answer. So, okay,
No,
Brad.
It's all subjective, you know. It's all subjective to who you like and who you think. And for me, it's always going to be Prince. I mean, all day, every day. I mean,
It's tough. It's tough.
Prince
Yeah,
was
man.
so incredible. Like, I mean, he produced his first album and played every instrument on it. I mean, everything, the whole album.
Yeah.
Can't knock that. I was torn with Prince as well. Like that was a tough one, but
It's tough.
I agree.
It
Prince
is.
is a multi-instrumentalist.
Man, we lost Try.
Yeah, we lost Try. He probably got to charge his phone, but we'll represent for him. Yeah, to close it out, we'll represent.
Yeah, yeah, but
But yeah, man, it's just interesting, hearing everyone's perspective on it, man. It's just a cool. I just love talking music, so man, I just wanted to see who you guys said.
Hey, Tiff, respective, A1's wife, phenomenal MC as well. Tiff the Gift, she said to you, I like that guy with laughing emojis, laugh my ass off. Prince is the GOAT. So she agrees with you.
I mean, we have a lot of Prince here. We have a lot of Prince vinyl, so I'm not going to front. It's
See, that's the thing.
It's like neck and neck for me.
It's hard, man. I know it's hard, guys. It's hard.
The grooves on this first album, the grooves, just the riffs are funky. They are incredible. So,
yep.
It's just, I mean, he's a rock star. You know what I mean?
Yes, he is.
And you never know what you're gonna get. You might get some R&B. You might get some new wave. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Some post punk. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right.
Pop, funk.
Rock,
you just never know what you're gonna
blues.
get. But it goes together.
Yes.
So that's the beautiful thing about Prince. And every album sounds different and has a different texture. So I definitely respect that pick. You can't go wrong with him.
Yeah, we can't go wrong with any of the guys that we just mentioned. So we'll just say it's a nice balancing act with all of them that we chose, okay? Because it's hard. It is. It's not fair, damn it. Yeah, it's not fair.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock my last pick out.
Okay.
And
yeah,
I'm going, and I just got the cassette tape too, Nostalgik, and you hooked me up with it. So Sun Doobie.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So I'm going Funkboobiest.
Okay. Dope.
And I'm gonna pair them with War. I mean, that's just a match made in heaven. And I saved that for the last because I thought that was the best one I'd pick out of the group.
Yeah, that's funky.
That's super funky. Like, damn.
DJ Muggs. I mean, come on.
You said real quick because we're almost done, but say it one more time because, oh my God.
Funkboobiest and War. And, War is known for Lowrider, but, man, they got so much other stuff in that song.
Yeah. Legends. Oh my God.
Yes, legends for sure.
I can't wait till the next mix and match. You guys are getting me freaking hyped. Okay, so closing down. My last choice, because A chose Childish Gambino. He's on my last choice. It's great minds think alike once again. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, be on the lookout for the A1 Nostalgik collab. Jazzy Boom Bap is alive and well. Produced by my homie Illpee. All right? So I had to throw that out there, right? Don't Sleep Records. Don't Sleep Records. And check out Nothing Less, which is a classic hip-hop album of 2001. I said 2001 because I mix and match mode. 2021, my apologies. Oh, my God. You know what I meant. I'm just hyped. I'm sorry. All right, so 2021, top 5 hip-hop album of 2021, Nothing Less. Shout out to Phoniks, by the way. A silent individual, but a deadly producer. So, right?
Yeah,
that's just by seeing him, I could feel it. Yeah. God bless him. God bless you guys. Don't sleep. All right, absolutely, man. My last choice is going to be Childish Gambino, El DeBarge, and Common.
I ain't mad at that. That's nice.
That's good.
I like that. I like that El DeBarge in there. You got falsettos matched up. That's funky. I like that.
Yo, woof. El DeBarge is so smooth. Like, people keep, The Last Dragon, Rhythm of the Night. Yeah, it's dope. It's a mainstream hit. But guess what? Man, if y'all don't know, El DeBarge had an album produced by Babyface entirely. Babyface. I love Babyface. And it's called Heart, Mind, Body, and Soul. Peep that album by El DeBarge. It was in the 90s, 96, 97. He's just like Ace said it best. Falsetto, naturally a smooth dude. If El DeBarge went into a bar in his prime, like when he was younger, he could probably get 7 numbers just like saying one word, and that's it. It's like everybody's like, tab, closed, I'm gonna holler at that guy. So yeah, Childish Gambino, once again, El DeBarge. And then the third guy, who did I say? It was who was the third guy that I said? because I'm so excited right now. El DeBarge, Childish Gambino, and then the third guy, son of a gun.
Yeah, it just lost me. I don't know. I lost my
lost
Okay.
me too, man.
Okay,
I
but
lost my train
I
of
lost
thought.
it too.
I know because we're so hyped. But the good thing is, this is all recorded when I post it.
Comment.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. My
Thank
bad.
you, A. No, my bad. Nothing. It's my bad. You helped me. I appreciate you. Because comment to me. I've obviously I've been influenced by Common as me being an MC now. I've been influenced by Common since I was a youngin because of his consciousness, his lyrical versatility, and his positivity. You know, Common is just that guy. You know, right? He's a positive dude, and he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chi-Town's Nas, like he said on that Primo, like he is Chi-Town's Nas in my opinion. Common is the man. So
yeah, I agree.
Definitely one of the best. So I think we all did our list, all three of us, right? We're finished.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fellas, I wish that Try was can close it out, but I think he his charger situation, obviously you can see, was a little shaky. So I just want to say before we get off, gentlemen, and Try, we love you. Thank you for being on with us. It's been great, but we're gonna represent for you, okay? We'll start off with A. A, is there anyone special in your life or anyone that you want to shout out before we exit this gracious episode 7 of Mix and Match? SlackBlast,
Sure,
anybody?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Always want to shout out my wife, Tip the Gift, holding me down musically and on the home front. Shouts out to Phoniks and to Lily, Deathflow, whole Dope Sleep fam, and everybody who's supporting us and just, you know, supporting the records and just supporting our movement. I sincerely appreciate, you know, everybody for making it possible to rap for a living. It's a dream come true. So salute to everybody for supporting and listen to
Yeah.
nothing less on all DSPs, you know, and watch
Yes.
Underdogs too. And speaking of which, shouts out to my brother Tio Frank, the director of Underdogs, like my
Yes.
little brother. Yeah, great guy. We haven't been in touch because he's working on the movie, a set. But shouts out to my bro, and everybody else out there who's supporting us and pushing us along the way.
Well said, and thank you, A, for those words, kind words, gracious words. Shout out to your wife as well. She's a talented MC, and God bless you both, and your daughter as well. Beautiful family. Again, man, it's a blessing and an honor to be to have A1 Brad, as you know. Nothing but great words about him. Thank you, A, for being humble and gracious to collab with me. That means a lot to me. It does mean a lot because you're holding it down for this culture, and currently, just what you guys are doing right now is 1990s again back now. If that makes any sense? It's like it's modern boom bap from before, but keeping it modern. If that makes any sense, like a modern twist to it, you know?
No, absolutely. Thank you, and I appreciate it. And thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the SlackBlast RapCast.
Yeah, I know.
Right there.
I know it is funny. Hey, my mom and my wife always had problems saying it too, so you're not the only one. It's a tongue twister for sure.
Yeah,
So
I appreciate you for having me on, man, and you know, it was fun. All love.
I appreciate you, my brother. Welcome to the family. I'm hyped for our collabo. LPs are hyped as well, and I can't wait for your verses. It's gonna be a beautiful boom bap jazzy collab, and it's history in the making. So thank you, man. From Chicago to Virginia, and Brad, we're gonna close it out with you, my brother. Anything you have to say? You being on, or anybody special you want?
Man, hey, as always, man, it's always fun to do this, man. Like, it's just a cool thing, you know. Like, it's just a cool thing to do, man. Anytime, like, anybody else wants to chime in, you know, let's bring them on. I mean, just a fun thing, man. Like, you're doing something cool, man, for everybody to join together. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Brad. Thank you. Well, I love you guys. Nothing but love for you guys. DJ Tex 1s and 2s, by the way, she's a family hip hop head as well. She just started following you, and I'm glad.
Okay.
We have a new follower. Yeah, she's a boom bap head. Yeah, DJ Tex 1s and 2s. She had a procedure done today, actually. Yesterday. Blessings to you. I hope you have Wolverine type healing, and may God bring you light, energy, and good health moving forward, okay? And you followed A. This is what I do. I just want to get everybody together because this is a beautiful thing. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate Try. So on that note, this one's in the books. Once again, get ready for that A1 and Nostalgik collab, Jazzy Boom Bap collab. We're bringing our heart and souls into it. Tiff the Gift, his wife, thank you for being a phenomenal MC and a human being and participating. So Try, we love you, and God bless everybody. So once again, love you guys. And this is a special episode, man. I'm going to post this, and I'm going to make sure everybody checks out our 5 choices. So A, before you get off, and Brad and Try already knows, send me 5 out of the 15. Maybe Tiff, the gift can help you with your 5 out of 15, you know, kind of a, and then send it to me, like just text me through direct message, and then I'll post our 5 tracks from the 15, all of us, okay? And it'll be a special, yeah. All right. So one love, gentlemen, get some rest. I know it's been 2 hours, and this is actually a record, 2 hours and 15 minutes, and that shows the energy. And like I told A, it was going to be like this. It's because you get into the groove and it gets better and better. So thank you again, gentlemen, for being on. All right.
No doubt. No doubt. Appreciate you
man.
having me.
Appreciate you.
Guys.
Much love to you guys. All right.
All right. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace. Peace out. All right. All right. There you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You want to talk about an episode of Mix and Match? That was an episode of Mix and Match. That's what it's all about. So yeah, may everybody stay blessed, stay safe. All right. Take care of each other. God bless everybody that's been on SlackBlast RapCast. Again, I do this for the love of hip hop and the culture. I just want to do my part in the culture, okay? So whether it's emceeing or doing this, I take pride in it, and it's a joy. So I don't get paid for this either. So I do this for the love of the art. So I just want everybody to know that, okay? Godspeed, Tiff the Gift, thank you for the follow. Much love to you. Your husband is a phenomenal human being. Brad, Try, you guys, you already know what it is. You guys are phenomenal human beings as well. May God bless everyone. May God bless everyone. Always say I love you to your family members, friends, everybody around you. Always say I love you, okay? That's always important, okay? Nothing but love, light, positivity. Nostalgik and A1, produced by OP, is coming soon. I am the Barkley Nostalgik. This is SlackBlast RapCast. Peace.